Okay, so what do we have here? Xtrade, basically a very simple trading platform that makes trading look like a game. This looks very much like a plus 500 wannabe. Again, gamifying trading and basically targeting unsophisticated traders for low amounts. Now, we are told that Xtrade was founded in 2010, but upon further research, I found that Xtrade was operative a number of years ago, before that operating under the XForex brand. This is an online Forex and CFD broker regulated by CySEC in Cyprus, as well as ASIC for Australian residents and IFSC in Belize. What this means is if you're an EU resident, that you will be subject to CySEC, if in Australia ASIC, and if outside both regions, Belize. Now don't confuse Xtrade with XTB, the Polish broker. This broker used to go by the name of XForex, operating through a subsidiary company, OCM Holdings Ltd. The company was later renamed as XFR Financial Ltd and is now operating as Xtrade.Europe. What follows is an unbiased examination of the platform. Do not take this as a recommendation to use Xtrade, however. Now they do have some money to splash, so it seems, seeing that they are sponsoring football star Cristiano Ronaldo. Now that mustn't come cheap, but this is actually very common in the industry. High-profile sponsorships with football teams or such help build their credibility. Xtrade offers a proprietary, simple-to-use platform with more than 800 assets, including shares trading. Here we can see Google, Apple, Facebook, and other very popular shares. Then from there we have the indices. Many countries are covered, but we also include the US, of course, US 30, Canada 60, US Tech 100, and so on. Commodities trading, gold, silver, corn, Brent oil, coffee. And then we also have Forex trading, more than 50 currency pairs, and also there are many exotic pairs, including some rare pairings such as the US dollar, ruble, and then there's Bitcoin pairing too is provided by Xtrade. Now it should be noted that spreads offered for many of these exotic pairings can be quite wide. So at a glance we have leverage, which is up to 400 to 1 for Forex. For the indices it's 200 to 1, and for stocks it's 20 to 1. You can check what the leverage is by simply going to the details screen. If we say have a look at the Euro US dollar and then click details, it gives us the leverage and also a quick explanation as to what that leverage is. The web-based platform is developed in-house. The minimum account size is $100. Minimum lot sizes are 0.1 lot. You can control a minimum of 10,000 units of a currency pair. Accounts are presently only available in US dollars and spreads are fixed. They say they don't charge a commission, which is untrue. They just hide their commissions into the spreads. The buy-sell difference is higher than the underlying. Support options, well, the standard really, email, phone, and as we come to expect these days, we also have live chat. You can deposit money by credit card, PayPal, bank transfer, and many others such as Skrill and so on. Once you make your initial deposit, you'll be asked for Know Your Customer, KYC, documents like copies of your passport or credit card. This is standard practice for all brokers. Two types of account are available. A standard account only requires a minimum deposit of $100. Traders who deposit sums of $1,000 and above are eligible for a premium account, which comes with its own features and VIP benefits, such as better spreads. The buy and sell prices of all available instruments are displayed on the main page of the site, and to help new traders understand the trading process, illustrated examples of various trades are provided. The bid-offer spreads on the instruments are fixed, but note that the spreads on the demo account may not be the spreads that you will find on the real money account. The Euro-US dollar, for example, bid-offer spread for standard account is 5 pips and 3 pips for premium. Great British Pound US dollar, again, is 5 pips for the standard account and 3 pips for premium. FTSE 100 bid-offer spread for standard account, again, is very similar, 5 pips for standard account and 3 pips for premium. And the Germany 30 bid-offer spread for standard account is 5 pips and 3 pips for premium. In addition, spreads on less popular markets will be much wider. The Xtrade platform is definitely not the cheapest way to access the markets. Most other providers will quote the most popular markets with bid-offer spreads of not more than 2 pips and sometimes even less. Some of the Forex prices also have no fifth decimal. So contrary to what has been the norm in the industry for the past few years, they've knocked off that fifth decimal. The maximum leverage is 400 to 1, but this is for Forex pairs, and CFD instruments may require a 0.5% to 1% margin for trading. The platform is not suitable for high frequency traders, mainly because of the relatively high spreads. Going over the tools section of the website, we have the Education Center, access to educational tools and the markets, including training videos, webinars, and much more. The financial calendar, it's pretty obvious, shows us when reports from government agencies come out and much more. There's also a Reuters news feed featuring latest news, top feeds, and much more. And access to trading signals, alerts, market analysis provided by Trading Central and Auto Chartist at no cost. The trading platform itself is quite easy to use and user-friendly. They also offer an unlimited free demo account, which is what I'm using here, and is very easy to switch from your real money account to the demo account with one click, and vice versa. Like Plus 500, Xtrade runs a promotion where it offers clients a $20 bonus without requiring a deposit. However, don't expect to be able to withdraw the funds immediately. Bonuses are linked to the acquisition of so-called X points that are earned with a certain volume of trades. In any case, we never recommend selecting a provider on the basis of bonuses. Furthermore, we are told loyal customers, which in my mind are big depositors who don't mind losing money, can also become an Xtrade VIP and enjoy additional perks such as a personal account manager, which you probably don't want, more training sessions, discounts on spreads, dedicated promotions and bonuses, as well as valuable gifts, whatever those are. Account managers at Xtrade are very eager and keep on calling you to add more to your account in terms of deposit. So don't let them push you, and only deposit what you're willing to risk and lose. Trading CFDs, after all, is very high risk. The web trader is a web-based platform that requires no download or installation and can be accessed through the website of Xtrade from anywhere with an internet connection. This application has basic trading functions, including position management, risk management tools, price charts with different time frames, built-in technical analysis indicators, updated market quotes, market news, and the like. So let's go over and we'll make a trade. So first off, we have the sell and buy, or buy and sell. Now these are standard market orders. So on the euro US dollar, we'll enter a buy. And we have various options that allow us to make and execute various trades. We have close at a profit, which basically is in standard terminology is a limit order. We can choose a dollar amount or a rate. Close at a loss, again a rate or a dollar amount is also known as a stop loss. And buy when rate is as a basic open order when it reaches a certain level. Unfortunately, there are no advanced order types, including one cancels other, trailing stops, or guaranteed stops are supported at the time of this recording. So we're utilizing quite a few options. We've put where we want the profit to be, so we'll up that a little bit when we've reached $40 or this rate amount. Close is when we're minus $12 or more, so say for instance we'll put it at 20, and as it's a demo account, it's just defaulting us to 10,000 euros, but with a live account, of course, that would be very much different. We can also set price alerts. They're very easy to set. So for example, say we'll set one on the German 30. You have the current sell rate, and the alert rate that we're looking for is, say for example, 10515.20, and we can add that, get a confirmation, and there's a few other alerts that we've added. And we can change these, edit these, cancel these, or add a new alert on that current instrument. We also have the option to create favorites, and this can be done on any instrument. So for instance, say the euro US dollar, very popular forex pair, the Germany 30, which I assume is the DAX. And then if we go to favorites, we see that those appear there in our favorites list. All instruments have further information provided under the details link. The minimum amount required to trade in this example, the euro US dollar, is 10,000 euros. The premium buy and premium sell is the charge against your account for holding a position overnight. The leverage in this case is 400 to 1, as we've previously discussed. The maintenance margin is, if you open a trade, you've got to have an additional amount of 0.1% of the trade that you've made to keep that position open. It's essentially there to protect them, the broker, against any sort of margin call that may happen against your account. Say if an instrument trade that you made went very quickly against you and couldn't be closed automatically by their systems, they need to have that sort of protection. So they want to see that in your account as well as the amount that you're trading. Expires daily basically means that if that's yes, at the end of these trading hours, that trade will expire, regardless of whether you're in profit or not. Expiry date is a date in which that instrument expires, or that current instrument expires and then is renewed after that. But your trade will be closed at that date, and you will incur obviously fees for holding positions overnight until that's closed, or until you close it. Now we have various charting tools available to us. Standard time frames from 1 tick to 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, and so on. Different designs of candles, bars, lines, candles being the most popular. We have different colors that we can choose. Very common indicators, not a huge list. And then we've got various tools for analysis and drawing onto the chart. Then we do have this option of creating additional charts by, say, splitting it into 4, and we can have different time frames for each of those. And then we have this little camera option which allows us to share to social media any of the charts that we've, say, annotated or analyzed and put descriptions of what we believe our analysis is, and allows us to share it to things like Facebook and Twitter and so on. And of course, mobile traders at Xtrade can also access the same trading functionalities on their mobile devices as they would have on their desktop computer, as we have here. So to close, what are the pros and cons of Xtrade? Let's cover the pros first. First of all, we have great leverage at 400 to 1 for certain currency pairs, which essentially is more rope for traders to hang themselves. Just imagine depositing $100 and receiving the effect of $40,000 in trading ability. It's pretty mind-boggling. One good thing is that with Xtrade you can never lose more money than the funds that you have in your account, although this also means that Xtrade are fairly aggressive in closing client trades once your equity falls below the required margins for the open positions. Possibility of margin calls do exist. There's an unlimited demo account, which is great, but testing out the platform is not good indicator of how you'll deal in real life, because one, it's a simulation. There's no greed or fear at play. Two, Xtrade spreads on a real money account can be much wider than in the demo one. So let's also cover some of the cons. Xtrade will allow you to open an account with a minimum of $100 deposit, but as soon as you do, you get an agent that may contact you to try to get you to deposit an even bigger amount. Now personally, I don't like pushy people, so that's not very good. I feel it's trying to force you to take a greater risk than perhaps you may be comfortable with. There's also lack of info about trading conditions. The spreads are also quite wide. This means that trading with Xtrade is expensive to use for regular traders. Their financing fees aren't cheap either. Looking at UK shares, for instance, Lloyds Banking Group, the minimum shares you can trade is 10 shares. This is actually 1,000 shares because of the way Xtrade quote UK shares. 1 unit is actually 100 shares, and you are charged £2 Great British pounds each day you hold a position overnight. They refer this, as we've previously explained, as a premium buy. Now there have been reports of poor execution and slippage. Some former customers have complained of frequent requotes making it hard to open and close positions. And unfortunately, live chat support is generally unhelpful. they will keep directing you to your account manager. In addition to this, there are various trading restrictions such as scalping, all kinds of arbitrage and price manipulation, etc. To conclude, Xtrade are legitimate but quite expensive on spreads and overnight fees. The overnight rates in particular are expensive and non-transparent, since the financing rate varies by product, forcing you into day trading. The trading conditions aren't competitive enough to serve experienced traders who might need to look elsewhere for a more competitive platform. Finally, I would like and appreciate it greatly if you would hit the like button if you found this video useful.